This is a podcast about our lived experience, which unfortunately includes infant death and subsequent mental health struggles. Please take good care of yourself and only listen if this content feels safe for you right now. We'll still be here when you're ready.
Hi, I'm Judith.
And I'm Alina. We are internet friends turned real-life friends who both experienced the tragic loss of our sons to sudden infant death syndrome in winter of 2021.
In the year after Aiden died, my husband and I both became unemployed. My parents divorced, and we had to move 5 times for various reasons.
And as for me, just a few weeks before my son Quinn died, my then husband had come out to me as a transgender woman, and we're subsequently divorcing.
It's been a lot.
It's been a lot.
But as long as we're living, we will love our sons deeply and work to make sure that we live a life that makes them proud.
Welcome to As Long As I'm Living podcast.
We're so glad you're here.
Hi, friends. Excuse me, I'm voice. Oh my goodness. Hi, friends. Alina here. Let me try that again. This is our last week of our break. We will be back next Monday, May 1st, with our very first Return from the Break episode. We'll tell you about what we've been doing while we're on this break. I am feeling so recharged. I really am. I'm recording this on a day that I edited 3 podcast episodes. I'm just feeling so amped about this podcast again, and it feels so good. But what I'm here to do is to talk about a series of episodes of our podcast that you may not think of as going together, but just bear with me. So, we lost our babies, and it was tragic. It was completely fucked up and just a total disaster and a nightmare. But we also are aware we have a ton of privilege, even with the horror that we've experienced. And it's important to each of us that we talk about that privilege and recognize it. So this is a series of episodes that we've done trying to just touch on just a little bit the ways that other groups of people are more affected by certain circumstances. Am I describing that well? I don't know. I'll just launch into it. So the first episode in this group is my friend Jill. Jill is Hadley's mom, and they had to terminate Hadley's very, very, very wanted pregnancy for medical reasons. Hadley had not just 1, not 2, but 3 life-limiting conditions. And Jill speaks about this choice, I'm putting air quotes around the word choice, this choice that they made for Hadley with so much love. And TFMR is baby loss. That's what the episode's called, and that's also the thesis statement. TFMR is baby loss. And on that note, we also have a separate episode called Abortion is Healthcare that we released in an emergency when they overturned Roe v. Wade here in the United States in June of last year. Here at As Long As I'm Living podcast, we believe abortion is healthcare, that taking abortion rights away from birthing people is an act of violence. And, again, on that note, I'm going to direct you also to our episode that we did with my really good friend, Emmy. It's called Calamity. An interview about the intersection of race and loss. Her son Bash died after an extraordinarily medically mismanaged pregnancy. And as a Black birthing person, Emmy faced so many obstacles that neither Judith or I did as white people. So this is kind of a tough episode topic, but this is something we feel really passionate about. We want to use our privilege for good. I'm actually going to shout out here as our podcast suggestion for the week. Emmy has a new podcast coming out. That's right. It's called Sad Comfy Couch. You can listen to my friend Emmy and my friend Lauren each week. As I'm recording this, they haven't released any episodes, but you can go follow them on Instagram at Sad Comfy Couch to be notified when they start releasing episodes. I'm so excited. I can tell you they are just so fucking funny and irreverent, and it's going to just be a fantastic resource for all of you, and I really hope you all listen. So that's it. We will see you next week.
To all of our wonderful new friends, we want to hear from you. Email us at aslongasimlivingpodcast@gmail.com and follow us on Instagram at aslongasimlivingpodcast. We'll get back to you as soon as our grieving brains allow.
Yay!